The project to decentralize Twitter seems to be going ahead despite Elon Musk's recent action.
Cryptocurrency adoption is in full swing as the Bank of Spain recognizes that the technology will improve the efficiency and interoperability of the financial system.
Binance continues to lend a hand to Ukraine, launching a Binance Refugee card for those affected by the Russian invasion.
The price of Bitcoin broke the support at $39,200 and dropped until reaching $37,700. In the early hours of today, it recovered, placing itself in the $39,000 zone.
These are just some of our top headlines in today's newscast, April 27th.
Welcome.
The mystery surrounding what will happen to Twitter after Elon Musk buys 100% of the company continues, although it seems as though the project Blue Sky is going ahead regardless.
Yes, Blue Sky is a project that was created by Twitter in 2019 to develop decentralized networks and adopt cryptocurrency and Web3 related tools. Earlier this year, in February, Blue Sky and Twitter parted ways to become an independent project.
Exactly. Ultimately, what this project seeks to create is a social network that is accessible to the developer ecosystem. The idea behind this is that these developers are able to create new products and services on the social media platform, while the community is able to make decisions regarding the network, as is the case of many cryptocurrency platforms, for example.
After Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter, Blue Sky has announced that this acquisition does not affect its development, given it is an independent project separate from the social media platform and has $13 million to guarantee that independence.
Many of Twitter's crypto projects could be of interest to Elon Musk moving forwards, such as the protocol that allows peer-to-peer file sharing or the use of the token linked to the Brave browser.
In other news, the cryptocurrency market continues to spread its wings in Spain. In a recent report, the Bank of Spain recognizes that, despite the risks, cryptocurrencies have a lot of potential and assures that technologies that support this ever-growing digital currency have the ability to improve efficiency through low transaction costs, interoperability in payment systems, and increased competition among different players.
That's right. In fact, the regulatory body also highlighted in the document that over 12% of Spanish citizens, mostly aged between the age of 18 and 24, already own cryptocurrencies. Interestingly, Spain ranks third globally in the number of Bitcoin ATMs, following the United States and Canada. This goes to show that cryptocurrencies are becoming increasingly popular worldwide, and that Spain is no exception.
Absolutely. However, one thing to note is that the greater the popularity, the greater the risk. For instance, the SEC has recently added 2 new companies to its blacklist. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission lists Super Binance and Super FTX Trading as misleading entities.
We are, of course, talking about the Public Alert List of Unregistered Entities, which was created in 2007 to prevent scams and deception. These 2 companies are accused of trying to take advantage of investors who confuse their naming with that of FTX and Binance.
Speaking of Binance, as Russia's invasion of Ukraine continues to progress, the exchange launches a new initiative to help those affected.
After making a lump sum donation of over $10 million to NGOs working in the area and facilitating quick donations in the form of cryptocurrencies, Binance is now launching the Binance Refugee card, which it will deliver to Ukrainian citizens who request it. The company will top this card up with $75 worth of the exchange's stablecoin, BUSD.
On the other side of the world, a town in Texas becomes the first US city to mine Bitcoin. Fort Worth will use 3 Bitmain branded computers, and the benefits will go to the city council.
The Texas Blockchain Council institution has donated these 3 mining rigs to the city, although its mayor acknowledges that adding Bitcoins to the city council balance is not an easy task. Luxor, the company dedicated to Bitcoin mining, assures that this initiative could inspire other governments to continue using or to use mining to obtain income.
Yes, it definitely could inspire other governments, but we must keep in mind that various obstacles are popping up around mining. For example, the state of New York has just presented a bill to temporarily suspend the mining of cryptocurrencies that use the proof of work consensus, a system that has been heavily criticized for being allegedly inefficient.
This is done with the intention of protecting the environment, but how would it be carried out? Well, by suspending the necessary permits for mining companies that do not use renewable energy. However, miners say that this will have a negative impact on companies which, as a consequence, may decide to flee New York and its strict regulations.
Indeed, Cam. At the end of the day, people will move where it's most beneficial to their plans and goals. The state will have to take into consideration when weighing the pros and cons of restrictions such as this one.
100%. Fortunately, however, the bill has requested that a study be carried out by the Department of Environmental Conservation, or DEC, which will hopefully provide clarity surrounding the impact of cryptocurrency mining and currencies that use the proof of work consensus.
Speaking of currencies that use proof of work, the price of Bitcoin broke the support between $39,200 and $38,400 yesterday. Throughout the day, it touched the $37,000 mark and eventually closed at $38,100. In the early hours of today, it managed to recover, placing itself in the $39,000 zone, looking to maintain that support.
That's all for today. Tune in tomorrow for more.
Goodbye.